Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609. I'm still at Three Rivers Petroglyph site, and this is another part of the park, I guess you'd say, in that there are some old houses here, old, I guess you'd say, buildings that the Mongolian people lived in from the years 1200 to about 1400 AD, and this is what they call an outdoor museum. And we're just going to kind of walk along here and I'll show you what this is all about. This is a pit house here on the right. You'll see just a big kind of a hole in the ground. Archaeologists didn't do anything to this. What happened was people destroyed these exhibits looking for, pots and arrowheads and stuff. But basically that's just a pit house. They'd have a little thatched roof of some kind or whatever they could use to make a little roof over it. But let me read you what it says. But first of all, let me pan around and let you know where I am. There used to be actually 3 rivers that flowed here. And this was a very fertile valley for farming, particularly in raising some animals, and they did for about 200 or 300 years, and then no one knows why they dispersed. Could have had something to do with a drought or other people coming in and going to war with them. No one really knows. But fortunately there's no one here and I can do this video uninterrupted with other human voices. So let me proceed here. But the campground where I've got my RV parked is right up that way. We're about 3/4 of a mile from the campground. But anyway, this is the pit house. Now let me read you what it says here. And this will be another one of my viral videos. It says this was his home 1,000 years ago. These are the original Boondockers, I guess, or some of them. 1,000 years ago, the Jornada or Hornada, Mugion or Mongolian, there's 2 different ways to pronounce that. The name comes from, there was a Spanish governor many years ago that ruled this area, and he named the mountain range near Silver City, the Mongolian mountain range, and that's where the name comes from. That's not their name. I mean, it says the Hornada Mongolian people. That's not their name. They were just people. They may have had an entirely different name, but be that as it may, they lived in houses similar to this reconstruction. The great mass of the structure helped keep it warm. Blah blah blah. The fireplace was used both for heating and cooking. Animal hide might have been the door. We think that this was a residence of a single family. It says the people who lived in houses like this were farmers. They raised corn, beans, and squash to go with the wild foods they collected and depended on hunting for their meat supply. And this is one of their most famous petroglyphs in this area. That's their signature petroglyph, and it's up on the other side on another trail. But anyway, we'll continue on here. It's a beautiful area, not a sound here, and I haven't seen any wildlife either. I haven't even seen any prints. They don't allow dogs on this trail, no bicycles, which is pretty interesting actually. But here's another one over here. This is where I got my water parked, and I'll probably walk off and forget it and have to come all the way back. But this is a little more modern structure. This is rock, okay? Remember the 3 little pigs that built 3 little houses, one out of sticks, bricks, and the other one out of mud or something. It says building of a later period. This building is similar to others on this site. However, it was built later and is more complex. The floor was cut into gypsum. The roof was built of logs, branches, and mud. The hole in the north end of the room is the storage bin where the corn was kept, blah, blah, blah. We believe this is a home of a single family. The small doorway indicates the general size of the people who lived here. The men averaged 5.4 inches in height and the women less than 5 feet. The small entrance helped retain the room's heat and strengthen the overall structure. And I'll be back off and I'll let you see it. But you see all these rocks here? That's what that is. And I'll get over here and you can take another. This is the entrance over here, I think. Wasn't much of an entrance, really. But yeah, it's a pretty narrow little doorway there. And going around here and you can see the rock walls that remain. And of course that would have been the storage bin there, I think. And then there are still some old braces, I guess, that were used for the roof or whatever. But anyway, this is Boondocking 101, because I guess, they obviously were living off grid. Let me see if I can get my water and my walking stick so I don't walk off and forget it. Have I ever done that before? Hell yes. Many times. There's another one here. I think there's more, actually. I'm not sure where, but we're going to find out. But it's a nice area. I mean, not a sound. Fortunately, not much wind today, or very little. Hardly any, actually. Surprisingly, it'll probably come up later. But this is another house or home. We're going to see what this plaque says, because I certainly don't know what it is. This is an adobe surface house. As the village grew, the people stopped building pit houses and started building adobe surface houses. These sometimes had several connected rooms. The rooms have been excavated to show how these people might have lived. A family normally used one room as a kitchen, living room, and bedroom. Adjoining rooms may have been used for storing food. The rooms were small, but the occupants had no furniture. Are you kidding? I know how that goes. They're talking about me. They're talking about my RV. Beds were simply mats on the floor. Well, I'm one up on that. The people probably spent most of their time outdoors. I can understand why. Usually the people buried their dead beneath the floors of their houses. That's not too smart. That is not too smart. During the rebuilding of these rooms, 2 such burials were found beneath the floor. Interesting. But anyway, I thought there was some more around here. Yeah, there is. There's one over here, I think. Let's go. I think. I don't see a trail to it, but I do see, well, I don't see it either. This is all fenced in. So there's no more to it, guys. That is the Jornada Mogollon or Mogollon. It's the same. This is the same name for the people at Gila Cliff Dwellings north of Silver City, because I just happened to have volunteered there as a guide. They called it an interpretive ranger. And I was up at the caves several times during the day. And they were called the Mogollon or Mogollon, depending on how you pronounce that. And the name comes from a Spanish governor that was here in that period when the Spaniards were roaming across this area of the United States. But it is a pretty place. It is a historical place. And, it's kind of interesting to see where we came from, or others, but we did too. All the Europeans, started off in similar conditions, maybe worse, and gradually came up to where they could work in coal mines. They could come out of the pit houses and go into the coal mines for the elites in Europe, of which there weren't that many, actually. But I'm just burning daylight, guys. It is a beautiful day. Temperature is just right for this walk. And so I'm going to park my water here and end the video. I'll do another one later. I'm going to try to find what am I going to try to find? I'm going to try to find a tumbleweed. And if I do, then we'll take a look at it. Let's do a little pan around here. It is really nice. I'll kind of go slow so you can see what all this is about. That's facing west there. Now we're moving around to the north. There's 2 people coming, so I'll finish this in just a second, but we'll go all the way around. We're back to the pit house here. Okay, this is just all adobe mud. And then we go on around, and that becomes part of the Franklin Mountains. And go on around here, and that's the Franklin Mountains. And there's one mountain, that tall mountain in the center right in here. That one has a little snow on the roof. Not much, but some. But anyway, guys, from Three Rivers Petroglyph site in New Mexico, this is Rusty 78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything your little heart desires. But if you use the link to Amazon products in the description of the video, I sure appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, and I get a little commission. It's a win-win. So what else? Drink plenty of water, especially out here in the West. Take deep breaths, stretch, walk. I'll do my walking now. Go somewhere. I'm going to go snooping today, and I'll probably do some more videos. But having said that, guys, it's really pretty here. I mean, to me, you guys may think it's nothing, but I really, really enjoy this. I do. I like these old creosote brush, and I love the wide open views. I just love this, that you can just see for miles and miles and miles. I just love that. I mean, to me, this is really beautiful. But enjoy your life, guys, one day at a time. Take care of your health. Stand guard at the door of your mind. You know, out here, even thinking about how stupid our news media has gotten, it's so irrelevant. I mean, it's just so irrelevant. But be that as it may, enjoy your life and enjoy your life one day at a time. Bye-bye.